Happy New Year and welcome to the first edition of Beyond the Headlines in 2026. My name is Nifemi Oguntoye. Yesterday, Nigerian politics crossed a new line. We saw Peter Obi, former Labour Party presidential candidate and one of the most polarizing political figures of the last election cycle, formally defecting to the African Democratic Congress, the ADC. But tonight's conversation is not really about Peter Obi. It's about the Labour Party and the war for its soul. Within hours of Obi's defection, the party issued two sharply conflicting statements. One faction described this exit as a liberation, apologized to Nigerians for fielding him in 2023, and called his political relevance into question. Another faction welcomed his defection, insisting it had long supported his ADC engagement and promised a stronger Labour Party going forward. Same party, same event, but two irreconcilable realities. We have both sides at the table today. Labour Party chieftains Ken Asogwa and Abayomi Arabambi join me on this conversation. Gentlemen, Happy New Year to you. Nigerians are watching. Let's go beyond the headlines. Mr. Asogwa, he joins us live from our Abuja studio. Let's begin with you. We saw two statements within hours of Peter Obi's defection, one describing it as a liberation and a mistake. The other, which you wrote, expressed continued support and celebrated that move. Which of these statements really represents the legitimate and official position of the Labour Party today? And why should Nigerians believe your version over the other?
Thank you, Nifemi. You see, there were not two statements from the Labour Party. This needs to be pointed out. There was only one statement by the Labour Party, and it was issued by me on behalf of the national chairman, the interim national chairman of the Labour Party. If there was any other statement that was issued by any quarter, it was probably issued by some meddlesome interlopers. And I will explain to you. You asked me why our own statement should be taken to be the official statement of the party. The reason is simple. The courts in Nigeria have spoken, beginning from the High Court, Federal High Court, to the Supreme Court, in a judgment that was delivered on the 4th of April 2025. They spoke very loudly that Senator Donald Usman is the national chairman of the Labour Party. So on that note, any other statement coming from any other quarter other than from that camp is not representing the official position of the Labour Party. Now, coming to the statement that was issued yesterday, I want Nigerians to even be the judge. When you look at the tone of the statement that was issued by the other people, and look at the tone of our statement, to correct an impression that you created here, we didn't celebrate the ouster. Nobody celebrates the departure of people from your political party. But the fact remains that when Peter Obi came on board to participate in that coalition, we issued a statement on the 26th of May saying that he obtained the approval of the party to be on that coalition talks. We reiterated that statement on the 3rd of July, when just in the wake of the unveiling of the coalition, we restated the fact that the party knew that he was participating in this, and the party does not have any problems with that. Now, as regrettable as it is that he has exited, the party is trying to rebuild itself, to stand stronger in 2027. I don't see any reason why somebody should disparage Peter Obi for exercising his rights of association just because he has left the party. Someone went as far as apologizing to Nigerians for fielding him as a presidential candidate in 2027. We owe him a great deal of gratitude that he has brought the fortunes to Labour Party more than he has ever had since 2003. Even though Labour Party had in the past produced a governor in the name of Olusegun Mimiko, but the fortune that the party got in 2023, we shouldn't close our eyes to that. Those fortunes didn't fall from the heaven. They didn't fall from the sky. Somebody made it to happen. And somebody woke up and said that these are people who Nigerians wouldn't have known about in the first place. If not for Peter Obi, the people who issued these statements, that Nigerians wouldn't have known about it. They were in Labour Party. The man who claims now to be the chairman, was his tenure predated Peter Obi's emergence as flag bearer of the party. He was there, but nobody knew that he existed as national chairman of Labour Party until Peter Obi came and made his name known to every Nigerian. And you wrote a statement saying that you fielded a wrong candidate. So when you read my statement, if anyone read my statement and you read theirs, then I will allow you to be the judge.
All right,
So
Mr. Sogo, you know, the part of your statement, a part of your statement, a part of your statement says that the Labour Party wishes to inform its teaming members across the Federation that the party has not withdrawn the initial support extended to its 2023 presidential presidential candidate. You know, the body language is such that a candidate leaves your party and you're saying we have not withdrawn support. Are you suggesting that Labour Party is still going to support Peter Obi while he's now formally a member of the ADC?
No, that decision is not my decision to make. In that same statement you quoted, there's a place where I wrote that the entire statutory organs of the party will sit in no distant time to chart a new course for the party. So if the organs of the party sit down and decide that there will be an alliance between the Labour Party and the ADC on account of Peter Obi's participation, then that is for them to take, a decision for them to take going forward. But as it is now, I don't have the capacity to go beyond what the support that the party already gave to him as far back as May and reiterated in July of last year. Let
me bring Mr. Arabambi into this conversation. You are with the Julius Abure faction of the Labour Party, and you heard Mr. Sogo saying there's only one statement here, actually, and that faction is recognized by the court. But your statement apologized to Nigerians for fielding Peter Obi in 2023, which is a big statement because many people would say, what was the Labour Party before Peter Obi? Was it a party to reckon with on the national platform? That it was Peter Obi who gave Labour Party the national stature, you know, in that election. How do you react to that?
Well, let me be very categorical. There is a difference between education and knowledge. The Electoral Act forbids anybody from being a member of two political parties. And you see, I don't normally like to join issue with background, most of this staff of the governor of Abia State. We don't want to be joining issue with them because they are the one working for him. But you see, the defection of Obi yesterday, everybody knew that in 2010, he swore by Amadioha before Senator the former national chairman, that he would never leave ABGA. He would die with ABGA. It's on your station, it's on our rise, it's on channel. On April 7, 2024, on Sunday, this same man swore before our Lord Jesus Christ, I will not leave Labour Party. Yesterday, he denied the deity of the Igbo land. He denied our Lord Jesus Christ and jump ship into ADC. It is a confirm now that Mr. Peter Obi, as far as we are concerned, is a repackaged fraud, and he must be suffering from what we call physiological fantastica. That is an art of lying. When you are perfected an art of lying, you will lie yourself up. And that has made him a betrayer, a straight-up betrayer to Julius Abure.
Hold on for a minute, Mr. Arababi. Hold on for a minute. Because I like us to stick with the issues and not call names. It's a new year, right? We don't want to, it's not a shouting match. We just want to have an intellectual conversation. But just a minute, I just want to follow up on your position. Because you mentioned that Peter Obi had moved from PDP, from APGA to PDP to Labour Party and now to ADC. But here's the point I want to make. Here's the point I want to make, Mr. Arababi. Just a minute, so that we can hear each other and understand each other. If you were Peter Obi, would you be running on Labour Party today, given the kind of confusion that the party, is now immersed in? You belong to Julius Abure faction. Mr. Asogo is with Nenadi Usman. Who knows who is really in charge of the Labour Party? Wouldn't you advise anybody who is serious about an election to go to a platform where there is more unity?
No, there is even a faction in ADC who have even rejected is coming to their party. They are in court. But as we speak, there is only one name on INEC portal. Not most of the background staff of Alesoti, who appointed themselves as chairman and national secretary. INEC did not know them. In Ondo, in Nekiti, and Oshun, the name of a candidate has been uploaded on the INEC portal. I conducted that one on Oshun, and I can confirm to you that even the record of Oshun, by Sabuti Aboke, participated. He witnessed our own primary where our governorship candidate emerges. Now, the point I want to make clear is this. Mr. Peter Obi ran away from Labour Party with Aisha Yesufu, who confirmed yesterday, the comrade Elijah, that she has never been a card-carrying member of Labour Party, but she wanted to pick their card yesterday. But let me announce for Nigeria that Mr. Peter Obi should not blame President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. By the time we invited the FCC over this matter that I want to mention, you are aware that there is an Obi Dati Ahmed campaign account where this woman who claimed yesterday that she was not a card-carrying member of Labour Party was a signatory to this account that we have 12 billion naira and $15 million. The account as follows: Zenith Bank 1241 95 0451, Standing Bank 0091657896, Heritage 1400 23 49 00, Globals 1000 12 81 94. Mr. Peter, let me assure you, and Ken Waswaga, and Governor Lesotho, you cannot run away with that money. That was what they are trying to cover up. I'm coming. I've just mentioned the bank. The MD are listening. The bank managers are listening. We will petition the FCC now. We don't want anybody to say, oh, Tinubu is... No, I'm coming. I'm on national television. I don't want them to say, oh, Tinubu has started again. We will look for this money. They must bring this money. That money was donated to Labour Party campaign account. It was not donated to Nest International. It was not donated to Peter Obi. And
I hear you. I hear Mr. Rabambi. Allow me to steer this conversation, within the context of why we invited you. The issue of fraud, you can take that up with the EFCC. I don't think this is the right platform for it. Mr. Sogo, for millions of Nigerians who voted Labour in 2023, these contradictory messages are confusing. Do you accept that the party has failed, at least in communication, to provide clarity at a critical moment like this?
Thank you, Nifemi. I will answer that, but before I come to that question, allow me to say something here. You see, when I received the invitation to be here, I was told that I was coming to throw some light on the statements that I issued yesterday on behalf of the Labour Party. I didn't know that I was coming to face a character like this. You see, I want to state something. Some months back, this same fellow who,
I am not being paid by Mr. Lesotho. We don't just statement.
Hold on, Mr. Rabambi. It's
important.
You had your time. Let us hear from Mr. Asogo.
I didn't insult him.
Hold on, Mr. Rabambi. It's important that you give my other guests the time to talk. You are going to have your time as well.
You should not talk to me like that.
You are going to have your time to reply, Mr. Rabambi. Mr. Asogo, please go ahead.
Months ago, this same fellow wrote an open letter to the DSS, Department of State Security, saying, leveling all manner of allegations against Mr. Peter Obi, that he is trying to overthrow the government of President Tinubu. I am not a spokesman for Peter Obi. I speak for Labour Party. But there is something that we need to put out here. Someone who has this same type of character, the media should be cautious in giving him space to talk to Nigerians, because this kind of character is capable of throwing confusion in the system. You see, if there is allegation of fraud or corruption or misappropriation of funds against Mr. Peter Obi, the appropriate quarter to channel your petition is either to the EFCC or any other law enforcement agent to investigate him, not to come and assassinate people's characters on television. You wrote to this same character about 3-4 months ago. I'm sure you, Nifemi, you are a media man. I'm sure you know about what I'm talking about. He leveled allegation as grievous as somebody trying to overthrow the president of Nigeria. He leveled it against this same man we are talking about. And this same character is the person you gave invitation to come here and peddle this kind of allegation against him. So away from that, now coming to the issue of miscommunication and confusion in the party. You see, there is no confusion here. The party is handling this issue the way it should. But because of the funding that some outside forces are giving to people like this man seated here, that is the problem. Because a Labour Party today is suffering from the effects of what look, on the 4th of April, I told you here, the Supreme Court of Nigeria clearly, in an unambiguous judgment, stated that Julius Abure's tenure had long elapsed as the chairman of the Labour Party. And he's still hanging around. He recruited someone like this guy to come and be talking down on Nigerians. You understand? So they have killed the institution called the judiciary. Let me tell you something again. On the 15th of August 2025, a federal high court in Abuja, in a matter that was filed by this same Julius Abure against INEC. INEC came there and INEC filed a counter affidavit, and in delivering that judgment, the federal high court said that Julius Abure's tenure had long expired. There is no longer the national chairman of the Labour Party on account of the Supreme Court judgment of 4th of April. Okay. And he's still hanging around. And the media is still giving him space to air his view and claiming that he's the factional chairman of the Labour Party. Yes, please.
Let us take a minute to cool off, right? And then when we return, we'll attempt to focus on the issues and take character, personality out of the conversation and talk about the Labour Party, the chances the party has in 2027, what the exit of Peter Obi means, for the Labour Party as we count down to 2027. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. Everyone, Mr. Asugo, Mr. Rabambi, thank you also for staying the course on the program. Mr. Rabambi, I'm coming to you now. We're on live television. Nigeria is watching. It's important that we, speak dispassionately and watch our choice of language, because the national television is guided by certain rules. You can't call people names. You can't abuse people. You can't even make accusations, because this is not the court of law, right? But I want us to speak to the issues, because we've read a statement from the Julius Abure faction of this party. You've described Peter Obi's exit as a blessing, and that statement went on to question its relevance. If Peter Obi was politically irrelevant, why did Labour's national profile appears to have collapsed the moment he left? You've also called out Alex Otti twice in this conversation. That's the only elected governor that the Labour Party has. He came on TV the other day to say, I'm not leaving. I'm going to wait to see if these issues are able to be resolved before I, make another decision. Why does it seem like the Julius Abure faction is chasing out the two most prominent figures, or do not agree with the two most prominent figures within the Labour Party?
With you, the Supreme Court only says, that's why I said there's a difference between education and knowledge. The issue of leadership of local party is not justiciable. But our people, even some of their lawyers, they are still unable to tell their client the truth. Issue of leadership cannot be advocated by the court. That is what Supreme Court says. And we have plenty of authorities. Even in the Ude versus Anyanwu, it is there. Even in ABGA, it is there. In AA, it is there. The same judgments, were made. And they were what even caused APC then in Rivers. Yes, in Rivers, between Senator, this man versus Amechi, that and that. They thrown their matter out. Even Senator Dalatu Mafara, you remember, APC won on the election, and that was how Matawale became governor. They removed all of them. It was because of issue of leadership. So people should go and make research. Now, there is no fashion. I want the media to take note of that. I just said, these people are alien to Labour Party, but they are part and parcel of the Young Festival Committee of Governor Alex Otti and the man who appointed, to ADC. You're asking me a question about, the governor we have in Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi. Let me be very honest. When I speak, I challenge Peter Obi to take me to court. If you think, oh, I defend him, I am ready. Because we are fat. They shouldn't forget that we are fat. But the point remains, Governor Lesoti is an ungrateful person to Julius Aburi. This man talking here doesn't know anything. When Governor Lesoti came to Transcorp to come and beg for that ticket, because we have people who are even more financially better than him. But Mr. Barrister Julius Aburi insisted that let us give him that chance. And do not forget, he had been a serial contestant for governorship in all the parties. Gogo and Gogo, they didn't give him that slot until when Labour Party gave him. But do you know what we see? They are on a conquest mission to capture the soul of Labour Party. On Nine Portal today, you will see Julius Aburi and Alhaji Farouk. These people are just made some Italopa. Supreme Court did not. If Supreme Court are pronounced such an order, why can't they go for review? If they will not ask their SCN to pay money, just like the one they did to INEC. Now, where somebody hired an SCN and the court said he should go and pay 20 million for bringing a frivolous suit because INEC has now been barred from appealing judgment regarding leadership. It is none of their business. And that's why Supreme Court has made it very clear that issue of leadership is not justiciable. So when we have people who want to strangulate our party, who are on a conquest mission to capture the soul of Labour Party and turn it into an evil agenda, we will reject it. And yesterday, you saw it. Mr. Peter Obi, with all the statistics, they went before David Mark, a chairman from North Central, saying we want Igbo presidency. Forgetting, it is not Igbo that formed that party. They were not the one that have been building that party, but all of them went with a simple request, and that was what they wanted to do in the Labour Party. Nobody said Igbo should not become president. We have people that are better, people that are even better than Peter Obi.
All right.
Obi has participated in so many obstacle elections.
I hear you.
He did it in Ondo, he failed. He did it in Anambra, he failed.
I hear you, Mr. Robambi.
He did that Mr. Peter Obi in his polling unit during governorship election.
Allow me
so it is finished for him.
To bring in Mr. Asugo into this conversation. We have just about 3 more minutes. Your statement admits that as we speak now, there's a void created by Peter Obi's exit. There have been conversations about how central it was to Labour's relevance and whether or not his exit exposes the party's weaknesses beyond its personal brand. Do you believe that your party, the Labour Party, would have had any national relevance in 2023 without Peter Obi? You have answered yes to that. But what do you think is the way forward right now, seeing his official move to the ADC for your party?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nifemi. You see, my statement contained actually some bits and pieces of the way forward. The party is currently undergoing a re-registration and revalidation process that began on the 17th of December to terminate on the 20th of January. And the whole essence of this is to inject new, fresh energy into the party. And it's coincidentally happening at the same time that Mr. Obi exited the party. So it is our hope that fresh energy will be injected, fresh blood injected into the party as Obi is exiting. We are targeting to bring in about 10 million Nigerians to join the party. And as God would have it, we are recording the returns so far are very commendable. So as regrettable as it is that Peter Obi left, yes, it brought fortunes to the party. The party is working behind the scene assiduously to cover up some of those lost grounds, and by the grace of God, we will recover the lost grounds.
Mr. Rabi, do you agree with him that there is hope for the Labour Party with Peter Obi's exit?
I said these people are impostors. He cannot speak for Labour Party. The only person between two of us that has the legitimate right as National Vice Chairman Southwest of Labour Party, that is on Nane Porter, is Dr. Arababi before
you have said that before. What I'm asking is that, is there hope for your party with Peter Obi's exit?
No, I don't want to take it from his own context. We are going to re-engineer our party. We are very happy, that the strangulator has left. And we also apologize on behalf of our national chairman to Nigeria, for presenting Mr. Peter Obi as our presidential candidate. Because, when a lizard that runs his mother funeral does not get invited to another, mother funeral. Lastly, the ADC, that all of them are rejoicing. These are the same people who are the architect of our national collapse, now shamelessly parading themselves as messiahs, the ADC. And they are the ones that are poisoning the system and now coming with a prescription. These are the people we campaigned against in 2022. We called, Peter B called them all manner of name, but you can now see he choose to go back to his vomit. That means not a man that can be trusted. And lastly, sir, as far as we are concerned in Labour Party, there is no way the Lucifer will prepare a dinner and ask the disciple of Lord Jesus Christ to come and have, supper with him. These people, they are different. We are two parallel lines. Even Dr. Lesoti will soon be expelled. He should know. We will expel him. He's not going to be a candidate in 2027. We are going to have another government candidate. Then we will know who are the Meduson Talopa, who are the original owner of Labour Party. Thank you very much.
Labour Party chieftains Ken Asogwa, Abayomi, Arabambi, gentlemen, thank you for talking to us and Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Compliment of the season.
Compliments of the season, everyone. Thank you for joining the first episode of the show in 2026. Well, quite excited, right? Quite disturbing, some of the things we've also heard. But it's a new year, and we're following closely all the political developments. I am Nifebi Oguto. You can watch it again at midnight and 6 a.m. tomorrow.